So this is a video to show how jewelry and luxury goods can advertise themselves in a better way that saves 90% of costs. We're going to look at all of the cheap and effective alternatives done by leaders. So just to begin, we want to take a look at this specific brand called MyGemma and what they do to advertise themselves. They also sell jewelry and watches, luxury watches as well. They have great reviews and they use lots of advertising methods, and we will see how their methods save them 90% of the costs. So just to take a look at quickly at their overall advertising approaches. So they receive a lot of direct sales. The second largest channel is organic, most of it coming from mobile visits organically, some organic search, other chunk, like a third of them coming from desktop searches. Then one of their the third biggest channel is paid advertisement. But then what we see as well is that social channels are actually quite prominent. So about 10% of their sales come from social channels, as well as the typical display ads and other referrals. So what's the difference between the paid and display ads is that paid means paid search. So they pay to get ranking quite highly in the search channels, and display ads is your typical push advertising like paid ads. So as you can see, advertising is not driving most of the sales for them. Most of it is coming from organic, organic channel, more than about 50%. Some of it is coming from direct, and then paid search, and then socials. So we're just going to look a bit at the social channels as well. In their social profile, Instagram is driving a lot of referrals, and then followed by Facebook and YouTube. Content on those two channels, and it's working really well. So is this search? Although one thing to understand is that they have quite a lot of engagement. So page visits per search mean that users typically explore 2 pages before stopping looking around, and then they also stay on the page for about 50 seconds, which is quite fairly high engagement rate as averages go. So just looking at creating really engaging content and showcasing everything in a clear way that makes customers and visitors explore your site is quite important. And in that case, you can rank really highly. Just looking at their performance, you can see that they receive quite a lot of visitors per month, like 1.2 million in 2 months. So this is quite high. And we want to look at other things that they're doing. So in this case, they're targeting a lot of trending topics. So there's around 500,000 searches in their niche about jewelry, all kinds of different rings, etc. And what you want to do yourself as well is look at which topics are really trending. So for example, engagement rings receive 90,000 searches per month. Then you have promise rings in the same place receive quite a huge amount of searches, 14,000 per month. And all of these topics are quite low competition. The score here means how competitive it is. So competitive score is 2 out of 100, 1 out of 100, 0 out of 100, meaning that you would be naturally discovered for those topics without much effort. So other topics we see here are like engagement rings for women, men's engagement, vintage engagement rings, gold engagement rings. So you can really target those categories and questions, like what is a promise ring is searched by 3,000 people every month. And you want to maybe arrange your content to target each topic individually, and by that way you will compound all of the qualified visitors to your site and grow much faster organically. So just looking again at that MyGemma, they receive around 200,000 visits per month, and their traffic valuation is quite high, and they are actually doing exactly what we're saying here, which is publishing top 12 luxury handbags or top designer jewelry brands, top 30 luxury watches, most expensive sneakers, how much is a Birkin bag, sorry. So you can do that and start driving quite a lot of volume of searches. As you can see, one page receives 10,000 visits, 6,000 visits, 4,000 visits. So it's a good way to compound all of the qualified visits. And again, it's organic, so it's free. So that's good. And then, yeah, looking at other methods, you probably want to explore how you can become discoverable in ChatGPT now as well. Like if I go to ChatGPT and ask for a question, best jewelry brands for promise rings, the new ChatGPT function has become like a normal search engine. So brands are now increasingly featured and linked back to. So it has become a top referring site for a lot of brands. It provides even backlinks, so customers will discover your brand by basically coming in and Googling for all kinds of brands and rings, etc. So you get backlinks from ChatGPT as well. So you kind of want to target all those topics and start appearing in all of the search channels, Google, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and repurpose that content as well in social channels like Instagram, Reddit, and so on. If you need more advice on this topic, we can help you take a look at what's going on in your niche. So a little bit about myself. We work with luxury brands who are publishing a lot of products and content on products. We help them drive high amounts of visits and qualified visitors, clicks, and leads from search channels. And we solve those kind of e-commerce advertising channels as well, inexpensively, organically. So you can reach out to us if you have questions, and we will take a look at your niche.